Is mindfulness and meditation the same thing? Not really, but they do go hand in hand. Mindfulness and meditation are to well-being what a balanced diet and exercise are to overall health. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the differences between meditation and mindfulness, as well as how they work together to improve mental health and general well-being. So, in a nutshell, we can say that meditation cultivates the ability to acknowledge events, mental or otherwise, that supports being mindful to all experiences. Being mindful harnesses the openness to experiences that we find in meditation. We can also say that meditation is a practice that we engage in at specific times. However, mindfulness is being aware of the present moment at any moment. So when we sit down to meditate, this is meditation. This is what's called the formal practice. When we notice when the mind has wandered, that is mindfulness. So it's through the practice of meditation that mindfulness is cultivated. When you give yourself those 30, 40 minutes or even 10 minutes, whatever, when you give yourself that time to meditate, you are allowing yourself to be with the activity of the mind and the body, and you're giving yourself the opportunity to be mindful. That is, to bring awareness to emotional, physical, and mental activity. So this activity might be an emotion arising, or physical sensations coming up, or thoughts running through the mind. The minute you notice this, you're working with the mindfulness muscle. So it's like going to the gym. Every time we do a rep with the dumbbell, the muscle gets stronger. And in meditation, every time we bring awareness to what's happening inside, we're doing that bicep curl and building the mindfulness muscle. So you might be thinking, well, what's the big deal? Well, the more we can build this mindfulness muscle in the formal meditation, the more we can use mindfulness throughout the day to bring awareness to our thoughts, maybe when we're being self-critical and getting caught up in worry or reacting automatically. We can bring our awareness to ways that perhaps makes us react that we feel bad for later, or ways in which our behavior actually only increases the feeling of stress. So through this skill that we harness through meditation, we can start to incorporate it into day-to-day life, into our everyday activities and our everyday communications. There is a lot of confusion out there regarding what is meditation, and there are many different types of meditation. Within the practice of mindfulness, we use Vipassana meditation. Now, Vipassana meditation is not about having a blank mind. It's not about controlling or pushing away thoughts or emotions or physical sensations. It's not about achieving a state of Zen, and it's certainly not only for Buddhists. So this is not to say that we can't find states of calm during or after a meditation. However, these states of calm normally occur just from not trying. Meditation is about being open to the experience as it is, with a sense of acceptance, simply because, well, what is happening is already happening. So it's about being with the event or the experience as it unfolds and seeing what we can learn about ourselves and our habitual ways of being. So it's about going inside and seeing what arises, observing the inner self without judgment or dwelling, instead of consciously trying to control the experience. It's really about noticing what's going on within us and around us. Normally we start with the breath, then expanding to notice emotions, maybe thoughts, beliefs, whatever arises for us in that moment. So it's about being with the senses, and the goal is to help to steady the mind, to focus on the present and reduce suffering by dwelling less on the past and worrying less about the future. And so it helps us to not become overwhelmed by thoughts and emotions and sensations. We learn to observe our thoughts as they come and they go. And we can learn to see that there's a pattern in thinking. And this learning to see this pattern actually gives us insight into how our minds work. So this type of mindfulness can happen at any time of the day, not just during your meditation. Anytime you decide to bring your attention to the present moment, you're practicing mindfulness. Remembering to do this is about building new habits and cultivating awareness. And the best way to cultivate awareness and train the mind is through the formal meditation practice. So one really strengthens the other. I think if there's one thing to take away from this video, it's that mindfulness is an intrinsic human quality. We already have it inside of us. We don't need to learn to have it. We just have to learn how to access it and to use it. And that's where the meditation comes in. Thanks for watching and being with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, then don't forget to give us a little like and maybe even subscribe. See you later.